There's less levity here than in the original game, but at the same time, it's certainly more poetic. It's got a nice ring to it. Alright. So I have a choice. I can go for mission 3 or 4. If I go for mission 3, I'll only skip one mission. I'll go 3, 5, 6, and then presumably 7, 8. And we'll have to retrace my steps to go to mission 4. If I take mission 4, however, I'll have to replay 2 separate missions. But yes, these are the choices. Either fighting the sorceresses, or heading into the abyss. And they were right about one thing, it is the faster route. You go through a single mission to reach the destination over here, to get the second part of the artifact. Let's see. The sorceresses to the northeast are rebelling. For the good of the Empire, you must quash the feeble uprising on your way to the mountains. Great! A side quest, or the abyss. Having prepared for your arrival, Krager has arranged for a force of necromancers to thwart your quest. You must capture the castle of Scabsdale before the first day of the 3rd week, or the necromancers will be too strong for you. That sounds like a short mission. I'm tempted to go with the abyss, just as an intuition. Because it's so short, because it's so brief. And then I would go through mission 3 and 5 when replaying this. What do you people think? Should I go with the abyss? Should I face the necromancers or the sorcerers? Yeah, presumably you won't really get much of a castle, much of a build-up. You'll just rush through everything with the objective of reaching a castle. Actually, he'll presumably have some token town where you can't really recruit anything, which makes sense. But that's just based on the mechanics of the game, because otherwise you would lose. I wouldn't necessarily mind that. On the other hand, you could argue that if I go through mission 3 right now, getting through mission 4 will be quite trivial. Yeah. I think I'll go with the abyss. Alright then. Let's pick the faster route. Also, I've been awarded with the breastplate? Oh, that's the first artifact, presumably. Amazing. Anyway, I get a choice of artifacts to pick from. The Medal of Honor, the Caster's Bracelet, or the Defender's Helm. So what is the Caster's Bracelet? I remember the Medal of Honor just gives you +1 morale. What are the other artifacts? I don't know them by heart. Dear oh dear. I'll have to look these up, hold on. +2 spell power on the Caster's Bracelet, or the Defender's Helm. Yeah, it sounds quite appealing, doesn't it? The Defender's Helm gives +1 to defense, just +1. Whereas the Bracelet gives +2 to spell power. So in terms of raw stats, it's a better deal. As long as you get a hero that can cast spells reasonably well, yeah, the Caster's Bracelet is basically a no-brainer. That's true, but still, I get a choice between, on one hand, +1 morale, +1 defense, or +2 spell power. Now, technically, if I were to get a Might hero, it could make more sense to get the Defender's Helm. And the Medal of Honor could hypothetically be helpful if I were to not get leadership, and if I were to get plenty of units from different castles, but on the other hand, I might not get a castle whatsoever. Let's actually check what I get. I get a Sorceress. That is a magic hero. So I guess the bracelet absolutely is the way to go. Oh, by the way, the breastplate of Anduran increases defense by 5. That's quite handy. And I do get a town, but presumably it cannot be upgraded to a castle. Of course it can. But there are some spells though. Dispel Magic Curse and View Minds. And some units left for me. So the first order of business is to visit this little town of Middletown. Well, it's actually the bottom town, but fair enough. Yeah, it is a good... then again, I can see the point of that. These sorts of games tend to have all sorts of strategy games, the more... By the way, look at how tiny this map is. One of the problems with strategy games is that you get a mop-up phase, and the more defense there is, the more annoying it is to just clear everything out. Or you can get all sorts of deadlocks. If you say build an RTS, well, towers are too powerful, you can get into a scenario where it's really easy to defend, but it's almost impossible to attack. And therefore people are just stuck, unable to do much of anything because they cannot break through one another's defenses. A World War I sort of scenario, where you have trench warfare, no one can essentially move an inch. So it's safer to give people more attack than it is to give them more defense, otherwise you just frustrate them. I can absolutely see the point. The Red Traveler's Tent will give me the red key, I presume, and I'm going to need plenty more keys. I reach this by going through the lifts, or hypothetically I can go all the way around. Why does a road lead right to the fountain? Presumably so I can replenish my mana. Yeah, that's also a very good point. Yeah, so ultimately, obviously they're going to favor attack over defense. In most sorts of circumstances, there should be more attack than defense. You enter the tent and see an old woman gazing into a magic gem. She looks up and says, "In my travels, I have learned much in the way of arcane magic." Really? That's what you say before giving me a key? "A great oracle taught me his skill. I have the answer you seek. The red keyword is quest." I repeat, the red keyword is quest. Gotta remember that one. The way of might. How about I do not go down the way of might? How about I do not try that? Once again, 3 paths. The way of magic. The way of numbers. Well, gee, people, what do we want? Might, magic, or numbers? I'm partial to numbers, but I don't know anymore. Well, you know, we could go down the path of magic considering the bracelet. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, here's a legion of peasants. Do we actually want to attack that? They're peasants, but still, But we picked the bracelet. Surely that means that we want more magic, doesn't it? No, defiant as I am, I'm going to go with the magic. A legion is 1,000 or more. Yeah. They're pathetically weak, but still. There's over 1,000 of them. Now, granted, they are very slow, but... I thought the sprites were incredibly fast. What the hell is going on here? Oh, I see. Oh my, this is how this got resolved. Technically 1,000 plus. A legion is 1,000 plus because there could be more of them. But it's the lower bound. It has to be at least 1,000. Anyway, the sprites are flying units, which means that they can reach any single point on the map. That's how this got resolved, because the speed is average, so the initiative isn't the highest in the game, but they can move far. These are the sorts of contrived mechanics introduced just to be able to account for the possibility that a unit can move far and not be the first one to move. I've had some losses, but that's acceptable. Wisdom on advanced or archery on advanced? Let's take wisdom, since we have taken the path of magic. A throng of goblins or a few bone dragons. This is horrifying. What is that? The L summoning altar. Well, I could get L elementals hypothetically. Oh dear. Should I go against the bone dragons or the goblins first? I would love to get more spell power, but alas, that doesn't seem to be a possibility. I need to learn some spells. I'll just keep my distance to begin with. No, the goblins by themselves cannot possibly take down a phoenix, right? Right? I'm going to be so cross if they just kill that phoenix. It's basically all I have going for me so far. It's at 46 hit points. It could be worse. Should have blessed it to begin with. And of course I can't reach them with my unicorns because there are obstacles in the way. No losses. Great, more knowledge. And what is that spell? Summon boat. Really? Oh dear. Is that a side path or the main path? I genuinely don't know. For all I know, I'll have to replay this mission once I discover what sorts of paths there are, what sort of things you can take with you, etc. Which paths are the main paths, which paths are the side paths. That's not that many god girls, that's not even cast bless. Summon both, yeah, genius, right? Now either that's absolutely necessary, in which case I was given that for a reason, or it's a random spell I received, in which case it's among the worst I could have gotten. I'm not particularly thrilled about the summon boat spell. But I have a magic hero. I decided to pick the path of magic. Despite everything. And that's what I get. Okay, that is absolutely the third possibility. Indeed. Perhaps it is scripted and at the same time that was supposed to happen. In which case that's just sadistic. Well, that might just end up being the case. I did take the bracelet. I did take the path of magic, and now I'm taking this artifact. What is it? You find an elaborate container which houses an old vellum scroll. The runes on the container are very old, and the artistry with which it was put together is stunning. As you pull the scroll out, you feel imbued with magical power. This spell scroll gives your hero the ability to cast the Meteor Shower spell. Oh my goodness, a spell scroll! An innovation from the price of loyalty. Meteor Shower, huh? The balls are awed by the power of my forces. As they should be. Should I chase them down? Should I Meteor Shower the... I should Meteor Shower the boss just for the experience. Check this out. Glorious. It's cruelty to animals. A drink from the well has restored the maximum mana points, yada yada yada. Alright, I could hypothetically head over here and get some more might. Why not? Ooh, I would have to fight a few black dragons to receive another spell scroll. Is that worth it? Is that wise? If I head south, I might not be able to reach them quickly enough. Oh dear. Fine, let's fight them right now. But I can't cast spells on them though. You're all too right, Flame. So why are they putting me up against that? Since they are immune to spells and I focused on spells, they give me a spell scroll. What exactly am I supposed to do here? It does seem like a mortal threat. Hold on, a few is between 1 and 4. For all I know, that's one dragon. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. I might have to restart this. I'm doing it. It's one dragon. As I've said, it is a single one. Let's use Bless on the Phoenix. See what happens. It deals between 25 and 50, and a Phoenix has 100 hit points. So it deals between a quarter and half its hit points in damage. Let's not stab the dragon. That would be suicidal for the elves. Ah, damn it. Alright, 188. I can't really do much. I could have blessed another unit, but which unit would I even bless? I've blocked myself in! Oh, no! No! Oh dear. Maybe I should have blessed the dwarves. Let's bless the sprites, come on. I could have avoided those losses had I just positioned my troops properly. But I did defeat the dragon, and I can get Wisdom and Expert, although Diplomacy might be a better choice. Let's get Wisdom and Expert. You find an elaborate container. Great. What's inside? Mass slow. Alright. I'll take that. Also take the sword. As you're walking along a narrow path, a nearby bush suddenly bursts into flames before your eyes. The flame becomes the image of a beautiful woman. She holds out a magnificent sword to you. Sounds like a basis of government to me. A pack of minotaurs to get a shield and an axe! Yes, give me everything. Wait, how much time do I have again? The first day of the third week. Fine, let's head east. A Craftsman leads you to a centaur caught in a trap. Upon setting the creature free, he hands you a small pouch. Emptying the contents, you find a dazzling jeweled ring, which gives you more knowledge, right? No, it increases the spell power of the hero. Fine. A throng of centaurs. Oh boy, here I go dying again. Great! More knowledge, view towns. Gee, that's brilliant, that's wonderful. More spell power. The dwarves wish to join me. Thank you, dwarves. No, they're unupgraded, fine. Yeah, imbued with the spell of what exactly? It's imbued with a fireball spell. That's great. In a tent you see an old woman. The aqua keyword is golem. Alright, aqua keyword golem, got it. I think I might just lose. Just lose outright. What a mission. And I don't mean lose in combat. I mean lose because I ran out of time. You really have to rush things, I think. Yeah, possibly both, but then again the meteor shower... Oh no. Well, this is horrible. Of course, the Griffins keep counterattacking because that's how they operate. They have unlimited counterattacks, as in future installments. I've barely managed to defeat them. I would love to. Oh, logistics are advanced, thank goodness! What do I get? Visiting a local wise when you explain the intent of your journey. I wanna kill that guy! He reaches into a sack and withdraws a yellowed scroll and hands it to you. What did you just give me? +3 knowledge. That's brilliant. Magical barrier, yada yada yada. Speak the keyword in my pass. Golem. Away goes the barrier. Yeah, absolutely, it should be. I think I barely might lose on time! You have failed to complete your quest in time, all is lost! Astrologers proclaim the week of the lizard! Yay? So you can be dead on arrival in future installments. That's disheartening.
With your
Let's try this again. It's a short one, isn't it? Let's take the bracelet again. I have a good feeling about this one. Dear oh dear. Alright, we go over here first. Immediately take all the troops, learn all the spells. Magic Arrow, Haste and Bless. These are random! People, these are random! So you can land on an inopportune set of things and essentially be done. Or the be done fall. The red keyword is rescue. You got that, people? Rescue is the red keyword. Also, the biggest problem was that I dawdled over here. Oh, do I want to take this path or that path? You can't really take your time deciding. But in order to not take your time deciding, you have to already know which paths are in front of you. Which means that you're not going to beat this on your first try. Probably. Alright. I mean, for all I know, maybe it's possible. Maybe I'm just being indecisive. Maybe I'm not playing it safe enough. Or maybe I'm playing it too safe. Who knows? Can a magic arrow take down 2 archmagi? Or can it only take down 1? That depends. How much damage does it deal? The game doesn't really tell you now, does it? You would have to look it up. One high elf lost. Wisdom and advanced or ballistics. Give me wisdom. Alright, people, here's the question. Do I go over here to fight the bone dragons? 10 damage per spell power. Thank you. So that means... That's pathetic. Oh yeah, we got a hero that has more knowledge than spell power. 4 and 6. Alright, should we go after the bone dragons, or should we, knowing that we have very, very little time, just immediately head north? I think heading north is the way to go, but I'm willing to consider alternatives. What do you think? Should I swerve, or should I just hightail it? Usually hightail it out of somewhere, that's not necessarily the right term. Well, should I just beeline for the castle, or should I take the scenic route? Pick the spell power bonus first. Well, I can't do that unless I fight the dragon, as you can see. You don't because you get access to a mana well right before that happens. So mana is actually not a problem. You don't need to save mana whatsoever. I forgot the keyword. Damn it! I remember the previous ones, it was Quest and Golem. What was the current one? I can't remember. Rescue, thank you. Anyway, if I go down here, I have to fight the dragon before I get to the standing stones. There's no possibility of actually just going there and going immediately north. Either I fight the bone dragons over here, or I just give up on the standing stones. It's mostly a matter of time, although you also possibly lose some units. Do you think the detour is worth it to get +1 spell damage and possibly something hidden over here? Or do you think I should head north immediately? I think we can barely make it even if we go down this path. But I'm not sure I should risk it. Last time my mistake was heading west and picking up all those artifacts on my way there. It wasn't necessarily... It isn't that tight, I think. It probably is, but should I actually go here? Yeah, let's do it. Fine. What's the worst case scenario? Me having to restart? We've been over this one before. And there's a spell scroll there, which could prove to be useful. By the way, you were wrong! It's 2! They're still alive! They're both still alive! Stab them! They're still alive! Come on, dwarves, slay the bone dragon! Yes, there we go! Oh my... That's horrifying. Am I going to block the unicorns? I don't think I will. There we go, they can angle themselves properly, slay the bone dragons, and that's it. I've just lost a couple of elves. Day 4 of week 1. You find an elaborate container, yada yada yada. I get steel skin, which can be handy, I guess. Right, let's fight the goblins. By staying back as much as possible. Magic arrow. I'll keep the phoenixes back here. Just keep on shooting the goblins. Ah yes, that's a good point. They are immune to elemental storm. And that would be a cute way of winning this, wouldn't it? Damn it, I hit the wrong one. If I attack him from down here, I will not be able to hit the other guy as well. Yeah, whatever. Let's attack the stronger one. No losses, all goblins are dead. Cold Ray. Well, at least it's a damage dealing spell. Now let's go for the lots of gargoyles. This is a relatively straightforward one. Okay, how much damage does Cold Ray deal? 20 per spell power? All these sorts of bits of info should be explicitly given to people, and not something one would have to look up. Although, no, that's probably in the manual. And people would probably be expected to look that up in the manual. And still, it's nice to have this sort of info in-game. 20! Per spell power. Makes perfect sense. It costs twice as much. It deals twice as much. It scales linearly. Oh, my poor elves. They have suffered greatly. One more bites the dust. Let's get that spell scroll. Imbued with power, yada yada yada, I receive a meteor shower. Scripted. You get the same set every time. This is straightforward enough. Yeah, that's a good point. Let's actually ignore that dragon. I don't have the time to go there anyway. Will that hurt the phoenixes? It shouldn't, right? It won't. There we go. Luck or the eagle eye? Luck, please. My spell points have been restored, and now let's head east immediately because we are running out of time. Do you want to purchase this artifact? Yes, please. I guess it does make logical sense that they give you an opportunity to take on these fights that are just not worth it. It's somewhat sneaky. It's like a trick question. You can do that. You will ultimately fall behind in terms of troops and probably lose if you do that, but technically you are allowed to do that. No one's going to stop you. They give you just enough rope to hang yourself with. Right, no losses on the centaurs, thank goodness. More knowledge. The cold ring spell. Some things here apparently are random. Alright, what was this one? It was the fireball, wasn't it? Oh, and I need the keyword anyway. Fine, let's not fight the dwarves. I think it's fireball. Yes, it is. Alright, let's utilize short memory. Lance, and the other one was rescue, as you claim. Lance. Ordinarily I would write these sorts of things down, but come on, now I can remember 2 words. And if I can, I have bigger problems. But then again, dealing with distractions is not necessarily the most straightforward thing, yada yada yada. So rescue and Lance. My poor elves, they don't deserve this. My phoenixes are not having the best of times, to put it mildly. Hold on, I have a plan. I'll meteor shower these guys. That was nice. Since these have unlimited counterattack, let's not sacrifice the final elf. Come on, elf, save yourself. And they get blinded, that's surprisingly awesome. Alright, let's slay these Nope, the dwarves can't take them on. I'm just waiting for the phoenixes to die. It's bound to happen any second now. Wait, do I have cure? I do not have cure. Should I wait for the turn of the pixies or something? No, this barely works out, thank goodness. Alright, I've saved my phoenix. Navigation or mysticism? Neither of these is particularly useful. Right. Let's get this scroll. I can't afford it! This is incredible. Well, I guess I'm not getting it. That's so horrible. Oh dear. Right, it's day 4. I am on my way. Exactly. It's just bizarre. Okay, you say the word was rescue, right? Apparently it was. Alright. This seems like a paltry army. Why are the lifts here? What can I accomplish with the lifts? You know, I'm tempted to go through. I have a bit more time. Where do these lead? What do you people think? Should I take the plunge and go through the lifts before assaulting this castle, or should I not? After all, I do have time until the day 1, don't I? Alright, here's the deal. I'll just beat the mission the old-fashioned way, and then I'll see what's beyond door number 1. These are the forces I have to contend with. They're not particularly impressive. Alright. Let's use how many stats? That's 8. Let's just meteor shower the hell out of everything. The mummies and the vampires, and now let's attack the power liches. This is still a sizable force. I shouldn't downplay how powerful it is. I shouldn't get overconfident. The phoenixes will very soon go down, I just know it. Once the phoenixes go down, though, I'll be able to cast... Are they immune to meteor shower? I don't think they are. Are they immune to fireball? Okay, what exactly are the phoenixes immune to? You'd think they'd be immune to fireball, but I don't think they are. Right, I have another plan, a much safer one. Let's go down here, attack the liches. Down they go anyway. Never mind anything. End magic indeed. That was a wonderful, marvelous meteor shower. Yeah, you thought so, but as you can see, that was unnecessary. They were about to die anyway. Cold Ray. Down go the mutated zombies. Victory is mine. State some basic. Why do you give me the option to level up after I've already won? Mechanics, I know. Red player has been vanquished. You captured Scabsdale. You are victorious. Yes, I am.
Alas, Krager has already retrieved the second piece from Glaive Isle, and all that remains is to race for the Northern Waste to seek out the last piece. Whoever regains this piece will have an advantage when it comes time to bring the traitor to ground. Curiously, our scouts have returned with strange tales of verdant green lands in midst of the snowy wastes. Whether these tales are true or merely the ramblings of snow-blinded travelers, none can tell.
Seriously, where does this lead? To a throng of skeletons and a green burial. What? A green burial? But where's the green tent? There's very little that can be done, I guess, but... presumably if you go down one of these paths, I'd reckon this one, the path of numbers, you reach the green tent, and presumably you also get a seer. Oh. You know what, now that I think about it, yeah, that's a much more logical answer. Obviously. This is not an entrance, this is an exit. Of course, you go down this path, down the path of numbers, and then eventually get the green tent, open this up, go through the lifts, and land right next to the castle. Obviously. So no, I'm essentially entering this the wrong way, but these are two-way lifts. Presumably they should have just made a one-way portal, but I'm not sure if these exist in Heroes of Might and Magic 2. Well, either way, I've managed to beat this. I'm quite pleased with myself. I've beaten 2 missions this time. That's fairly respectable. Either way, thanks for watching, and you will see me elsewhere.